Welcome to my video update. As you can see, I've returned to school following a minor operation I had to have on my hip, which is a long-standing issue. Thank you for those parents who wish me well, and particularly grateful to staff who covered in my absence, and I have to make a special mention to Mrs Powell, Deputy Head Teacher, who deputised in my absence, so thank you very much to them. But I'm back now and going around kind of looking at what the students and staff are doing. Nothing's changed really since I've been away, so we continue to move forward. We have had some reviews whilst I've been away, and they have gone really well. The review team from the Trust and external sources have seen and validated a significant reduction in suspensions and a reduction in low-level disruption in classrooms and corridors, to a point where actually now the figures that we're recording are below national averages, so better than other schools in the country, which is fantastic and where it should be for our amazing school and our amazing young people. Attendance continues to increase, and persistence absence of those students who are absent 90% of the time or more reduces. So again, closing in on that national average figure. Please, I give this message every time, please support us in that by sending your child into school. If they do have time off, that can lead to mental health issues because they feel like they've missed work. Please send them in, we'll look after them, get them in classrooms and get them learning. We need to work together to improve attendance further. But the biggest thing that's been seen on these reviews have been the improvements in teaching and learning, and we've worked really hard on kind of working with staff to really think reflectively about their practice, really thinking about how they model to young people what their expectations are in terms of quality of work, really looking at how teachers check for understanding for every single child in the class and then adapt their teaching to meet the needs of the learners in front of them. So if half the class have got a concept, they move that half of the class on and keep the other class working with them, and that's the real nuance of teaching in a class of 28 or 30, and our teachers are really responding to that. We're seeing the progress in that, and what we're seeing is an improvement in outcomes of young people. Our Year 11 data from November showed significant improvements from the previous year. Year 10 data is up on where Year 10 were last year, and Key Stage 3 data, those students in Year 7, 8 and 9, are now actually very comparable to other schools across the Trust. So we're really starting to see impact of that work we've been doing for some time now. We looked at quality of books during some of those reviews, and the books are in a good state and much better than they've been in the past. I suppose it's just a plea again to work together. If you could speak to your child at home about every single piece of work they do, making sure it's their best piece of work, not lowering their standards, taking pride in their work and making sure that they present their work and they finish their work to the best of their abilities. If we can work together on that, that will improve the quality of books and help us again. Talking of pride, uniform, we continue to drive on uniform and maintain our high expectations. Nothing's changing at the moment on uniform. What we are considering changing is looking at our PE kit, and I'm working with a randomly selected group of students and some parents as well around looking at different options and coming up with a potentially new PE kit, probably for this September, and adapt it moving forward, and so that the students wear that PE uniform with as much pride as they wear their uniform. We've had lots and lots of visitors and visits related to careers. Years 8 and 9, as well as 10, have been involved with multiple organisations. Year 10 are really preparing for their work experience, which is coming up really shortly, and they should have those placements assigned. And I'm very grateful for Miss Shute and her work around ensuring that Year 10s have those work experience placements. She's worked with Year 11s to make sure that their destinations are secured for next year, and continues to work with Year 7, 8 and 9 on those early discussions around career options and what the world of work might look like. Year 9 had their options evening last week, really busy evening, really positive feedback. That's followed up by our parents evening on Monday, and it's really important that every single Year 9 parent signs up for that. It's an online parents evening, so it's not in person, so you can sit in the comfort of your own home online and have 5-minute appointments with your child's key teachers to make sure they're progressing well, find out what their targets are to improve, and also in some subjects maybe have a conversation about whether their subject is suitable for your child to take as a GCSE option as they move into Year 10. Next week we'll also see the start of our Year 11 mock, our final Year 11 mock period, which runs for the week leading up to half term and then the week after half term. We wish our Year 11s all the best. They've been working incredibly hard. Keep that work going at home, both in the evenings and during half term, and really do yourself proud in these upcoming mocks. And finally, Inset Day on Friday the 13th. All the staff will be working either at Winterbourne or at Bradley Stoke with colleagues in the morning and then back at Patchway in the afternoon. But the school is closed to students on that day. Finally, yesterday I went to London with some colleagues from the Trust, and we are involved with an organisation called the Reach Foundation, and it's a big project looking at, I suppose, educational community cohesion, and we're really excited about the future. It ties in with our new build, which is still moving forward at a pace, working with BAM and the Department for Education to secure the new building, the interim building, hopefully on site later this year to start work on that. But this is a project which really looks at the school becoming a central hub for the community and working with the voluntary sector, health, police, housing, in really pulling our community together. And it's really exciting. Once we've got more information, once we've got a plan ready to roll out, I'll communicate that to you, and we'll be looking for help from people in the community, such as yourselves, to work with us closely in that. Many thanks for listening. I look forward to updating you in a couple of weeks' time.